And yes, we're back for another pick a card. So for this reading topic, we're going to find out what your aura color says about you. As usual, we have here 3 crystal options. Let me just grab it real quick. Tree Agate for group number 1. Bloodstone for group number 2. And we have here Chrysacolla for group number 3. There you go. Once you're ready, just click on the timestamps below. Alright, group number 1, you chose Tree Agate. Let's get started. Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective who chose group number 1. Okay, got your 3 of Cups. Six of Swords. Eight of Coins. You have here 6 of Coins. Next you have here the Hermit. Wow. And you have here 3 of Coins. Bottom of the deck, you have here 7 of Swords in reverse. Okay. I love this. So I'm actually seeing here a lot of earth signs. We have Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, especially Virgo. And then we also have here Swords energies, Aquarius, Libra, and then Gemini. Alright, so for group number 1, if you notice, there's a lot of yellows here. So I'm actually getting here your dominant aura color is yellow. Although a person can have multiple aura colors. It's not just tied to just one color. You can have multiple aura colors, and it does change. So for instance, normally your aura color is actually on the vibrant side, right? Because you have a very, very positive attitude and all that. But whenever you're faced with challenges or you're stressed out, that would change, okay? So that's normal. But actually getting here for group number 1, the most dominant aura color for you guys, it's the color yellow. And so what does it say about you? Since your dominant aura color is the yellow color, that means you guys are normally very optimistic people. You have a very easygoing type of personality. You guys are also very creative. And yeah, yellow aura is tied to happiness and joy as well, all right? You can also serve as a deep inspiration to people. It is also tied, by the way, to the solar plexus. I'm using the chakra cards. So yeah, it's tied to the solar plexus chakra, in which it is around wisdom, insight, expansion, as well as optimism. And when it comes to career, I'm actually getting a very strong vibe here that a lot of you guys who chose group number 1, I'm hearing very strongly that some of you are working in a type of job in which you are being of help or you wanted to be of service to people, okay? There's something about that. So whether you are also working in the medical field, okay? Because Hermit card is a healer, all right? So either you are a nurse, some of you are doing that as a spiritual career, you may be into Reiki or any type of healing, holistic healing, all right? Some of you are also basically very artistic. So in terms of career, either you are an artist, some of you may be also a musician, okay? Or you love music so much. You may be in the performance arts. I don't know, I'm getting that very strongly. But yeah, you can also be a great teacher because again, Hermit is somebody that people goes to for advice because of his wisdom. So I'm really getting here for group number 1. That's actually, you know, mostly what it says about you. That you can serve as a deep inspiration to people. You can actually provide insight with this Hermit card over here. Nice. And yeah, I won't be surprised if a lot of you guys also are into spiritual stuffs. Okay. I'm getting that very strongly as well for group number 1. So yeah, let's try to pull up another set of cards here. Let's put this aside first. And it's color yellow again. You got the Truth card. Interesting, because earlier you got the 7 of Swords in reverse. Okay. And then you got your Prince card. Okay. So for the people who chose group number 1, again, your dominant color is yellow so far, but there's a lot of cards to pull since you can have multiple aura colors. But based on this Truth card, I feel a lot of you chose group number 1. You guys wanted to remain authentic as much as possible, all right? A lot of you guys are very particular around truth and justice. Okay, you're very fair, you're very diplomatic as well. I feel as well that a lot of you chose group number 1. You can also unmask somebody's, lies. I don't know, I'm getting that. So that's why I'm picking up. I won't be surprised if some of you are very psychic as well, all right? Because you can actually see through people. You can actually pick up if a person is actually lying or not. All right. And yes, you really value integrity, or you value truth and integrity. With a Prince card here, yeah, this is actually just basically saying that you guys are very romantic and very charming as well. Nice. Let's see. Let's pull it more. You saw me shuffle as always. Okay. So you got your Seek the Truth. And that's the 7 of Swords energy. And then you got your Storm Warning. Okay. So right now I feel for some of you viewers of group number 1, although normally your aura color is yellow, which is very positive. Again, like what I said, when you have yellow aura, that means you're very easygoing, you're very creative, happy, and joyful, and all that. But some of you are probably going through something rough right now when I saw that storm warning. And so I'm actually also getting here that maybe currently your aura color is actually gray or on the black side. Although they're actually saying that there's no such thing as a black aura. Gray would be the closest. I don't know. You comment down below, but a lot of them, they are actually saying that it's really, a misconception, all right? That there's no such thing as a black aura. But the most common would be gray if it's more on the darker side, all right? Another thing I'm also getting here with the Seek the Truth, all right? Let's start off with the Seek the Truth, and then we'll go back to the Storm Warning card. With the Seek the Truth, that's exactly what I was just talking about earlier. A lot of you guys, you really value the truth. I feel that integrity is really of utmost importance to you. I'm also picking up as well that with the Seek the Truth, this is what I was actually talking about. Like, you can unmask. Look at this lady. She just ripped something open. So she has the ability to see what's actually hidden underneath. And that says a lot about you as well, group number 1. You do have that ability. And also, I notice on top of the color yellow, well, we have gray for some of you, maybe because of what you're just going through right now. I notice there's also a lot of blues with the ocean over here. And even this, Seek the Truth, where there's blue and yellow. If you can see that. So, since aura colors is not just, one for each person, it can be multiple. Some of you may also have blue aura. And usually, blue aura talks about peace, calm, okay? This is also very psychic energy. That's why I'm not, going to be surprised if a lot of you chose group number 1 are very, very psychic, or you are actually in the healing field, all right? Because the blue aura, usually, the career for that are spiritual healers as well, okay? And it is also tied to the throat chakra. since it's the color blue. So throat chakra is talking about expression. It talks about voice, self-confidence. It also talks about expansion. Now, in terms of career, for some of you, on top of what was mentioned earlier about the yellow aura, if you have more of like the blue hue or the blue aura color, then you may be into singing. All right, either you love singing, or you may be into writing as well, or you can be a great writer. Again, healer, teacher is very, very strong for group number 1 in terms of career. Some of you may also be a medium, okay? Now, with the storm warning, I feel honestly that this is not for all of you, but some of you may have that aura color right now. Like what I said, normally you have blue or yellow aura, but because of you are faced with some challenges or some problems, then that could mean that your aura color is on the gray or black side. They're saying that there's no such thing as black. I don't know about that, but yeah, you can actually comment down below if you're also into aura reading and all that. But if your aura is on the grayish or on the darker side, that means that you guys are actually, you know, faced with a lot of problems right now. Either you are feeling depressed, you're stressed out, or some of you are down with some illness, or this actually basically is just talking about having this low energy as well. There may be a blockage as well for some of you guys, or maybe you are angry, or maybe you are in a state of fear with the storm warning, okay? So let's see. Let's try to pull up another set of cards here. So far for group number 1, blue and yellow is very, very strong. Let's see, another blue. Oh my gosh, look at that. Great big love. Very nice. Very, very nice. Let's pull up another one. Okay, you got your consciousness of lack. I noticed there's a lot of images of heart for you, okay? And then look at that, your energy, joyous fun. See? Fun, fun, fun. That's why it's the color yellow, right? So I'm actually getting here that with this great big love, this is more about how big your heart is, okay? Group number 1. I won't be surprised, just like what I said, if you're working in a type of career in which you're helping a lot of people. You want it to be of service to people, okay? Because yeah, you are generally very kind and nurturing, and you like to be of service. But at the same time, I'm also getting here, because I'm drawn to the heart shapes over here. I'm actually picking up for a very few of you. If you notice, there's also the color blue. The throat chakra can also be blocked, not for all of you, okay? Although I'm getting here that, yeah, some of you, you have an active throat chakra in which you can freely express your truth. You can speak your truth. You can actually, you know, just basically express yourself openly to people. But there is maybe 5% of you in which, because I'm drawn to this, Spirit wanted me to highlight this, in which you really try to detach yourself. You're more on the logical side. You don't want to be emotional. And whenever you feel emotional, it's just really, you know, overwhelming for you. It's like with that storm warning card, like you are just basically all over the place. Like, yeah, it's too much for you. And that's for just probably 5%, okay? But for a lot of you who chose group number 1, you are very open, you're very expressive. There's only a few of you in which you may be a little bit guarded with your emotions, or you're having a hard time expressing it as well, especially when you are going through some rough times or challenging times, okay? And then with the joyous fun, like what I said, since majority of you chose group number 1, your dominant aura color is yellow. There you go. It's all about fun, right? You guys are really fun to be around with. Some of you may also be into children. I don't know. I'm getting that as well. And yeah, it's like you guys are always interested to kind of like, yeah, be around a scenery in which it brings about a lot of happiness, all right? I don't know why I'm getting that. Maybe that's why there's actually a sort of like an amusement park over here. Some of you are really the type who are performers, where you like to perform in front of people as well. That's another thing I'm getting. So I won't be surprised if some of you really are singers or dancers or what. So yeah, let's actually try to pull up another set of cards here. Falling in love. Time and tide. Okay. All right. Let's pull this up and see. Again, a lot of yellows, if you notice, right? We have this sun over here and another ray of sunlight over here. Wow. And then blue. Oh my gosh. And another blue. Whoa. Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. So yeah, I feel for group number 1, since we've seen so far that the most dominant aura color is yellow and blue, with this freedom card, I also am picking up that you guys have the ability to create your own happiness. It's not like you're just wanting to tie happiness with relationships, if you know what I mean. Like, you can only be happy if you're in a relationship with someone. Who says that if you're single, you're all alone by yourself, that you can be happy? That's not true, all right? So I'm getting that. I feel that some of you viewers of group number 1, even though you may not be in a relationship right now, you are just really happy where you are, all right? Or you know deep down that you do have the ability to create happiness instead of actually, depending on others or depending on having this relationship in order for you to feel whole or complete, right? So that is really, really nice. And again, look at that. She drew this heart. So yeah, I don't know if we can see it. Look at that. This is suggesting to me really that group number 1, you guys are really, really loving people, okay? You really do have a big heart. I'm not going to be surprised if a lot of you are empaths as well, or light workers. Let's pull up more. Yeah, look at this. Flexible. All right. Oh my gosh, look at that. Intuition. And look at this. Spiritual union. Wow. These 2 cards for me, okay, with a flexible, it's about balance. Because 2 of Cups is also about balance. You have the number 22 on this intuition card. And the number 2 in numerology, it's also a card that talks about balance. So I'm getting here, a lot of you chose group number 1. You guys are also very balanced people. All right. On top of blue and yellow, though, I noticed there's a lot of greens now and orange. Okay. So that is quite interesting. Maybe there's a lot of people who actually chose group 1, or like what I said, a person can have multiple aura colors, all right? So since we're also seeing here a lot of greens, what I'm actually picking up very strongly here is that a lot of you who may have green aura as well, you guys are actually, like what I said, very balanced people. It's also an aura color that had something to do with being creative. So that kept on repeating over and over again. A lot of you guys are highly creative. A lot of you guys are also very spiritual, because the green color is also tied to the heart chakra. And just like what I said earlier with the images of the heart, right? If you can remember that, now it's not a surprise to me, because you have green aura as well. And so that is also tied to the heart chakra, which is all about love. Right? It's about growth. It's about transformation, abundance. Now, in terms of career, actually, healing. Gosh, a lot of healers probably chose group number 1. Psychics and healers, light workers, empaths. Wow. And very creative people chose group number 1 as well. And then I also noticed that you got the intuition card. Like what I said, you guys are highly intuitive. Remember the message that I actually kind of like got earlier, in which you can unmask someone's lives, all right? You can actually see through people's intentions, all right? Maybe that's why some of you are a little bit guarded, or you're kind of like careful because of past experiences. Maybe in the past you easily trust people as well, right? And also I noticed there's a lot of orange now. So on top of blue, yellow, green, I'm also getting here orange for some of you, which is actually really common as well. So orange aura, it's usually talking about someone being a risk taker, all right? It's also somebody who always wanted to change things, or maybe because of you wanted to try out different things. You're very versatile. It's also an aura that had something to do with physical movement. So some of you, and even with this flexible card, so some of you might be actually working in a type of career where it requires a lot of movement, physical movement. Maybe you are very sporty, not for all of you, because I'm getting here different energies for group number 1. So either you love sports, or you love to exercise, or anything to do with movement, okay? Physical. And even, when it comes to career, like what I said earlier, I won't be surprised if there are dancers here, or who wanted, to perform in front of many people. That's really what I'm getting here, because look at this person over here. He or she is balancing himself, all right? That's why it's a flexible card. So yeah, I'm getting here that somebody watching group number 1 is into that, all right? Dancing is actually very, very strong. Yoga as well, yeah. And since the color orange is also tied to sacral chakra, that had something to do with the sex organ or sexuality, all right? It's all about desires. And it also talks about having this direct behavior as well. Now, in terms of career, so if you're not resonating with healer, teacher, because that was so strong for group number 1, as well as anything to do with being of service to a lot of people, or you deal with a lot of people, then it can also be that on top of that, on top of being a writer, dancer as well, maybe an athlete, or you love, like what I said, sports, or you love anything to do with science. Not for all of you, but maybe for 10% or a few of you who is actually into that, or you just basically love adventure. Nice. I love this reading. So let's actually move on to the next set of cards now. The Path. And again, we see here yellow and blue. So honestly, for group number 1, the strongest would be yellow, really. The most dominant aura color for group 1 is really yellow, with a mix of green, orange, and blue, okay? Another yellow over here. Wow, solitude, okay. Let's get one more. Oops. Yeah. Oh my gosh, look at that. Education. And another yellow. This is creepy. I mean, come on, you guys. Look at that. With the moon color, right? It's yellow. And then that bluish hue over here. And then you got the solitude card. And we see here this yellow moon. Wow. And then education. At that. So I won't be surprised for group number 1 if a lot of you are also into the teaching field. Okay, you can also be a mentor, a life coach, or some of you spiritual teacher. All right, that was so strong as well. A lot of you, maybe because of your past experiences, you've learned a lot, and you're meant to share this as well. I feel as well that for some of you, you probably attract a lot of people seeking advice. I don't know, I'm getting that very strongly. So whether it's because of you're into counseling, or maybe people trust what you have to say based on your own experiences, I'm getting that. There's that hermit energy I'm picking up for group number 1 as well. Wow, I love this reading. So yeah, I feel as well that you try to contemplate things with the solitude and the path. You try to really study everything first, all right, before you actually proceed in doing something. You just don't do something right away. I feel that a lot of you, especially for those who are resonating, you're more the logical type, because I'm getting mixture of personalities as well for group number 1. If you're more of like that, in which you don't just really follow your emotion, you try to be logical most of the time, I'm getting that. Like, you love to analyze things first. You like to contemplate about certain things before you execute something or before you try out something. Okay, let's see. What else? Oh, again. Renewal. Are you kidding me? Look at the color. It's the color green. So again, on top of blue as well as yellow, the strongest would be color green as well. And look at this. It says healing. So you really have that very healing energy, group number one. Like what I said, I won't be surprised if a lot of you chose group number one, you're healers actually, or working in the medical field. Your heart chakra is very activated, okay? You have a big heart. You're very caring, gentle, and nurturing. And you guys have natural healing abilities as well. Everybody is a healer, all right? Everybody's a healer. Everybody has the ability to heal. It's not just, what we actually mentioned earlier, in which you are in a spiritual career, or you're maybe, a doctor, or you're actually a nurse. Not necessarily, because everybody has natural healing gifts or natural healing ability. But yeah, that says a lot about who you are, meaning you're very giving, you're very generous, you're very loving, you like to be of service. That's why I'm picking up a lot of you might be empaths as well. So yeah, let's try to pull up another card. And then we'll just pull up a random message for you. Okay. All right. Oh, okay, really? Okay. So some of you are probably leaders as well. Based on the cards that I actually pulled up, this is more of like personality, all right? So some of you, you are really ambitious. That's actually what I'm getting here. Very hardworking. And I feel as well that because of your services, you get appreciated by a lot of, people that you've helped. That's actually what I'm getting here. Some of you might be the forgetful type. I don't know who is this for. You may also have some issues with memory. You tend to forget things easily. Not for all of you, but that's actually what I'm getting in one of the cards here. Some of you are very careful around people because maybe in the past you may have dealt with somebody who's very toxic, or somebody kind of like took advantage of you because of your giving nature as well. That's also what I'm seeing in these cards. But yeah, a lot of you guys are also natural born leaders. That's another thing I'm getting, especially, that if you're a teacher, for instance, because I'm getting a lot of you chose group number one. You may be, or you can be a mentor. You can be a life coach even. I feel that, yeah, you're actually naturally a leader, all right? You're meant to lead people. You're meant to actually share your wisdom or your skill or your talents to the people around you, okay? And that's what's making you rather a natural leader as well. So here's what we're going to be doing. Let me just pull up a random message for you. Let's see here. Passion. Ooh, another orange, right? So we talked about the orange earlier, and it says here, do what excites you, get fired up about your life, increase your energy levels. Most especially because earlier, I actually saw the gray aura, okay? So I'm getting here, for those who are resonating with, normally your aura color is on the vibrant side, yellows as well as orange, right? But maybe because you're currently faced with some challenge, that's only normal that your aura color would kind of like change a little bit into gray, okay? Or grayish black. So I'm actually, getting here that, yeah, your spiritual team is just basically wanting for you to increase your energy levels, most especially because since we've seen the gray aura, they say there's no such thing as a black aura, but the grayish aura color is the closest for you guys. That's actually a sign that your energy level is low. All right. So your spiritual team is wanting for you to kind of like increase or raise your energy levels or raise your vibration by putting your focus on what excites you. All right. Maybe that's the key for some of you. Try to find some things that would help you to fire you up. In other words, that's actually what I'm getting. Because usually you guys are very passionate people. You're passionate in what you're actually doing. You're highly creative people who chose group number 1, regardless of whatever type of career or field that you guys are in, right? But yeah. So for those who are resonating with, yep, I'm actually going through a rough lot right now. Some of you, your aura is on the grayish side, okay? So your guides wanted you to kind of like raise your vibration, all right? Try to put your focus on your passion more. Do not put your focus on the things that would bring you all the more down, all right? So don't add more to your stress or your frustration. Anyway, that's all I have for you, group number 1. I really love this reading. Very, very interesting. I've done this on my other channel, actually. So I feel like doing this again for this YouTube channel. So anyway, I'll see you again next week. Bye-bye for now. Yep, group number 2, you chose Bloodstone Crystal. Let's find out what your aura color says a lot about you. Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective who chose group number 2. You have here 5 of Wands. Ooh. Next, you have here 6 of Coins. Seven of Swords. You have here Ace of Wands. 10 of Wands. And you have here Queen of Swords. Bottom of the deck, you have here King of Cups. Okay, so I'm seeing here fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We also have here Swords energies, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and then we also have here water signs, Scorpio, Pisces, and then Cancer. So in terms of aura color, what I'm actually getting here for group number 1, the most dominant aura color for you guys is actually indigo, all right, with the 6 of Coins, as well as the Queen of Swords, plus purple. Wow, so a lot of psychics, healers, all right, mediums actually chose this pile, all right. If you have indigo aura, since that's one of your dominant aura color, you can be an empath as well, all right? You have the ability to access the Akashic records. You're very balanced, or you are actually a person who likes to be fair. You also value integrity. At the same time, you guys are really born with a lot of gifts, most especially psychic abilities, all right? The indigo aura is also tied to the third eye chakra. So that's why I'm getting here a lot of psychics actually chose this pile, in which it means that your third eye chakra is activated or it's open, all right? Or you have a strong connection between the physical and the spiritual world. Now, in terms of career, you can also be a medium. You can be a Reiki master, an herbalist, all right? Or acupuncturist as well for some of you. And then we also have here the purple aura color. Again, very spiritual. A lot of spiritual people actually chose this pile. Okay, since earlier we got a lot of psychic energies, the same goes actually for the purple aura color. So I'm actually getting here that if you have purple aura color, that means that you guys are also an empath. You have high energy as well. You have a curious mind, all right? You also wanted to have some time for yourself. And that's why I'm picking up a lot of you are probably empaths, because as an empath myself, I really needed some time alone. A lot of people cannot understand that, why I tend to detach from people. Not only because I have Aquarius moon, but I really needed that to recharge my batteries. So for those who chose group number 2, you have this need for solitude as well, all right? And with the purple aura, I'm actually getting here as well that is tied to the crown chakra, okay, which is all about spirituality, all right? It's about understanding, it's about divinity, it's about mediumship, wisdom. Ooh, wow. Now, in terms of career, you can be a teacher as well, all right? You can be a therapist, and again, something to do with spirituality or a spiritual career, such as a spiritual leader, all right? Or anything to do with health care as well, all right? So I'm getting here, that's your most dominant aura color. I feel as well that a lot of you chose group number 1. You really wanted to be of help as well, all right, to people with a 6 of coins over here. You have this very giving energy. You wanted to help, but I feel some of you, because of your giving nature, that's why I'm actually picking up an empath, I'm getting here that there are some people who took advantage with the 7 of Swords, all right? There are some people who took advantage of your kindness or your generosity as well. You may also attract a lot of toxic, controlling people with the 5 of Wands over here. Another thing I'm getting here as well with the Ace of Wands, you guys are very, very passionate, all right? You have a lot of ideas as well. And some of you may be working in a type of career in which you guys are really, really drained because you're dealing with a lot of people. I'm getting that. So if you're not necessarily resonating with I'm a psychic, I'm a medium, or I'm a healer or things like that, then you may be working in a type of job in which there's a lot of people, okay? So that's why for some of you, you can be a teacher, all right? Or in a type of career where you deal with a lot of people, okay? Some of you may also be a boss, all right? That's another thing I'm getting here because of your natural leadership skills. And there's something about the truth, really. When I saw the 7 of Swords and Queen of Swords, you're really also very particular about truth, okay? So maybe somebody actually came from group number 1, because I'm actually also picking that up. Although for group number 1, they have multiple aura colors, because aura is actually not just tied to one color for every person, okay? You can have multiple aura colors, all right? You can have blues and greens or yellows, all right? That's normal. And even though you may also have a natural aura color, for instance, your natural aura color in this case is indigo as well as purple, it can actually change, especially when you're faced with a lot of problems or when you're stressed out, it can actually darken, okay? So yeah, that's actually quite normal. Anyway, let's try to pull it more. What your aura color says a lot about you, group number 2. Okay, you got your vehicles, car. Let's pull up more cards here. Ooh, look at that. Femme fatale. Oh gosh. So yeah, I really feel that for group number 1, what I'm actually hearing very strongly is that a lot of you really are kind of like particular when it comes to what it is that you want to happen in your life. Like you really have a vision, all right? That's why you got the 3rd eye chakra as well. In one of your aura colors, especially indigo, okay? So I'm actually getting here, you have a vision of what it is that you want to happen. I won't be surprised if a lot of you are really well organized as well, okay? And at the same time, I feel that some of you chose group number 1. You guys are very logical in your approach as well. Yes, you are very emotional, or you can actually sense other people's feelings and emotions, but when it comes to problem solving abilities, I feel that you really make use of your logic about it, all right? Not necessarily your emotions all the time. So that's why you have this perfect balance, all right? I feel as well that with this femme fatale, I'm getting more of like a different energy here. I feel that a lot of you guys who chose group number 1, you guys are actually very guarded too, all right? Very, mysterious, or, people around you may actually see you as a very mysterious person or individual. It's like they are curious, right, to know more about you. But this can also be the viewer, by the way, because in one of your aura colors, you got the indigo and the purple, right? Which is also about curiosity. So maybe you're also very curious people. You really wanted to explore and try to find the truth. That's another thing I'm getting here when I saw this image, okay? But I'm not going to be basing it upon on what this femme fatale is. Let's try to pull it more. Okay, you got your dreams coming true. Man, holding a coin. Yeah, very ambitious people. I feel that a lot of you chose group number 2. You guys are really, really particular around financial success, okay? That's why I won't be surprised if you're working a type of job in which you are either dealing with a lot of people or you are really, really hardworking, okay? That you can actually burn yourself out because you're really stressed out. You're pretty much overwhelmed because a lot of tasks, a lot of responsibilities that you need to kind of like shoulder. That's another thing I'm getting here. But yeah, because security is actually very, very important for group number 2. So I won't be surprised if you guys are actually really financially capable or very wealthy as well. Because yeah, you have big dreams and visions with this dreams coming true as well. This is the Nine of Cups. So you guys are also powerful manifestors, I feel. And I'm drawn to this. Look at this. There is an image of a hand, okay? I won't be surprised if group number 2, for those who are resonating with, you are working a spiritual type of career. I won't be surprised if you are working in a type of field or career, spiritual career that's something to do with Reiki, okay? Or energy healing. For some of you therapists, really. That was so strong. Look at that. Let it go. Ooh, okay. So again, I'm not going to be basing it off on what it says here because this reading is all about aura reading or aura colors. So I'm actually getting it now that based on these 3 cards, what do you see? You see the color green, right? So on top of indigo, on top of purple, some of you may have green aura as well. And green aura is actually a sign that you guys are very balanced. You guys are an empath. At the same time, you have a big heart. That's why it shows an image of a heart over here, all right? You are very giving people, all right? And the heart chakra is also tied to the green aura color, which is all about love, which is all about transformation, abundance, and at the same time, growth, okay? So this is also suggesting to me that for those who are resonating with, it seems as if that I have dominant green aura for me, or for myself, then you guys are very creative people as well. But it is also a sign that you are highly spiritual, all right? In terms of career, healing. That's why I needed to kind of like highlight this because there is a hand. So I'm not going to be surprised if some of you are healers, really, or working a type of job in which you make use of your hands. Okay, whether a massage therapist or again, therapist, counseling, that was also strong for you guys. Yeah. All right, let's try to pull up another set of cards. Oh my gosh. Wow. Need I say more? What did I tell you? You guys are very balanced, right? If you can go back to what was said earlier, that's it. The word balance is very, very strong for group number 2. You guys are really well balanced. Remember the message that came through for some of you in which even though you are very emotional as well, or you connect with your heart chakra, especially that we're seeing the greens as well. So I'm actually getting here that you try to balance everything, especially when it comes to problem solving abilities. Like you just don't make use of your emotions. You really also try to be logical in your approach. So I'm more of like getting that. And look at the color. It's color indigo again, kind of like purplish as well. So yeah, the most dominant aura color for group number 2 is really indigo and purple. but you do have greens. Because again, like what I said, a person can have multiple aura colors. It's not just tied to one fixed color. It can be multiple, all right? Let's see, what else? The return of Aphrodite. Wow, oh my gosh. Strong divine feminine energy as well. That even if you're a guy watching this, group number 2, you may have very strong feminine energy, okay? And this strong feminine energy, for me, is suggesting to us that you guys are very gentle, very, nurturing, okay? But you guys are strong as well, all right? And yeah, I feel a lot of people are also attracted or gravitated towards your energy just by looking at this image over here where there's 2 dolphins swimming or circling around this beautiful lady, which is Aphrodite. And Aphrodite, right, is a goddess. So I'm also getting here in one of the keywords it says here, guidance. So I'm actually, picking up for group number 2 that a lot of you can provide or share your guidance or your guiding light towards people. So either you're doing that as part of your career or your job, whether you are a counselor, a therapist, or a teacher, okay? So yeah, that's very interesting. And look at that, she's holding this key. It's like you have the answers. I'm not going to be surprised if a lot of you are mentors here, like you provide answers, you provide solutions as well. You're also very logical, like what I said. And another thing, when I saw this key, that is also suggesting to me that you guys really wanted to uncover information, okay? Oh, wow, you got the family card. So what I'm actually getting here with this family card is that group number 2, you guys really have this very childlike energy as well, all right? Because indigo, or a color, can also suggest that people may also perceive you as somewhat naive. Okay, now we're seeing children over here. So it's not to say that you are naive, but because of your very innocent like and very gentle, nurturing aura, people may actually also perceive you as somewhat naive. That's actually what it says more about if you have indigo aura, or rather purple aura. I'm sorry, purple aura color. So I'm getting that's also the case as to why we have here children. So I'm really picking up that people might actually see you as that, even though you may not be, of course, naive, but you seem to appear naive, all right? Wow. All right, let's see. Let's try to pull up another set of cards here. Ooh, the Fates. Okay. Forgiveness. Oh my gosh, you got the Devil card. Yep. Now, this is very straightforward, okay? Just by looking at these 3 cards. Like what I said, I won't be surprised if group number 2 dealt with a lot of toxic people. Most especially if you're resonating with, yes, I'm an empath. I'm a very giving person. I'm a very, loving person. I have a big heart and all that. I love to help people. And empaths are usually magnets, all right, for toxic, low vibrational, narcissistic people. Why? Because of your light, okay? You are a being of light. And so they're kind of like attracted towards that. And maybe, all right, they see that as a way for them to control you, because they know that you are this very loving, giving, and nurturing type of a person, okay? And that's why earlier I was talking about some of you may appear naive, all right, to other people, especially if you have purple aura. And in this case, I'm getting here that the majority of you guys, the most dominant color on top of indigo, it's actually purple, okay? And look at this. This lady is wearing this purple dress, all right, kind of like purple blue. That's really what I'm getting here, all right. So yeah, purple is very, very strong. And just by looking at these three cards as well, I feel that with the forgiveness and temptation card, I'm getting here that this is suggesting to me that you have a big heart, that you know how to forgive and just let go, all right? You really don't question things anymore, all right? You may have questioned yourself, or you may have a lot of questions in the past in which, why did I meet this person? Because that's what the Fates card is all about. But there's a reason, all right? And so for every, experience that you've had, most especially those that are actually not so good, since we have the Devil card over here, I feel that you guys took a look at that in a very different way now, all right? Or you try to change your perspective about things, okay? And it also allowed you to not only to become strong and wiser, but it also allowed you to learn the lesson of forgiveness, to just move forward and just let it go, okay? So yeah, like what I said, I won't be surprised for group number 2 if you guys are empaths, or you guys are light workers as well. All right, let's see what else. Fruition. Gateway. I'm actually hearing, for those who are resonating with, yeah, I'm strongly connected as well to nature, because that's actually what I heard when I saw these two cards. Some of you may even have elemental spiritual guides, all right? That was so strong. Wow. Okay. Yeah, look at that. Magical map shifter. My gosh, you have magic in you. Unicorns is also about magic, okay? So that's why I'm actually getting that a lot of people who chose group number 2 are very spiritual people, into the spiritual career, whether that's healing or whether that's actually you being a Reiki master, an herbalist. Just look at this, lady over here with all the fruits. So I'm getting that a lot of you are very strongly connected to nature and spirit, okay? And at the same time, I'm getting here as well with the gateways, like you do have the power or the ability to access the unknown, or the Akashic records is mostly what I actually got, especially for those who are resonating with, yes, I do have purple aura, okay, or I do have indigo aura, because very psychic for group number 2, really. That's what I'm picking up here. With the magical map shifter, you guys are very versatile, all right? You have a lot of gifts. You have a lot of talents. There's a lot of things that you can actually do. But for others of you, I'm getting a different story. Some of you, if you're not resonating with that even though you're not into the spiritual career or what, I'm getting here that you are just basically very hardworking. You may be, either burdened by a lot of tasks, or there's a lot of things that you are supposed to do. I'm getting that when I saw this, because you guys are very hardworking people and very ambitious. You really work hard for the money. That's really what I'm getting here, especially when I saw this fruition card, okay? And that's why I could pick up that a lot of you chose group number 2, you're powerful manifestors as well. You can turn your dreams, all right, into reality here. Like, you really do have magic in you. When I saw these 2 cards, wow, you guys are really, really amazing and truly magical. Okay, so let's pull up more. Okay. Oh, yes, look at that. Are you kidding me? I just love how everything is matching. And again, this is indigo color. All right. So the strongest really for group number 2, it's indigo and purple. All right. With a little bit of green. Okay. Because for group number 1, they got yellow as the strongest or the dominant aura color for them. And then with a hint of blue, green, and orange. But for group number 2, it's mostly indigo really. Indigo and purple. All right. Very psychic. Very spiritual. And look at that. We see here this angel playing a harp. Are you kidding me? So that's why I'm saying earlier that for group number 2, a lot of you are earth angels, light workers, empaths, psychics, all right, healers. Yeah, I feel that you have this very soothing and very calming energy about you. Or you don't even have, to be in that type of career, all right? You just have this natural healing energy about you as well, all right? In which you try to make people feel more at peace, or they are at ease whenever they are around you, or that is also a sign that people feel very much comfortable around your presence because you are not judgmental as well. That's another thing I'm hearing right now from spirit. And it says here, energy healing. Oh my gosh. That's why I'm picking up. Somebody watching group number 2 is into Reiki. Okay. So won't be surprised if you're a Reiki master or a practitioner out there. Yeah, energy healing. Whoa. You guys are old souls. I tell you that. I'm so proud of you. All right, for the light workers out there watching group number 2, doing their stuff, shining light, especially that right now the world is so dark, okay? They need your light, all right? So yeah, let's try to pull up another set of cards here, but this is more about personality or some stuff's about the viewers who chose this pile. Because we've already seen, okay? We've already seen your aura color. It's mostly indigo and purple. Oh, wow. This is nice. Yeah, a lot of you guys, you really learned a lot from your past. I feel that in the past, because of your giving nature, all right, it has attracted a lot of controlling, manipulative people, all right? That's really what I'm getting. But you've learned a lesson of self-love, all right? Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, it says here losing innocence. Ah, are you kidding me? Because earlier, if you can remember, that's actually what I heard from Spirit. Some people may perceive you as somewhat naive, or you may appear naive. Because that's the case when you have purple aura. All right? When you have purple aura, you may appear naive. All right? Or very innocent looking. So, yeah. Interesting. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. So for group number 2, really, you have dealt with a lot of toxic people. That's what they're showing me here. I can't believe this. But look at this. You have the ability to look for the gift connected to the situation. Beauty from irritation. Exactly my point. When I saw that forgiveness card, all right, you've learned a lot from your past. You know that it happened because you're learning from it, all right? You didn't just perceive negative experiences as totally or purely bad, all right? And that's great. Oh, yeah, very ambitious people. You're meant to shine, group number 2. I tell you that. Keep doing what you're doing because you guys are very highly ambitious. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so based on this, cards or these 6 cards that I actually put up for you, some of you learned the lesson of self-love, okay? Because maybe in the past you've been so overly giving, or you have this very gentle and giving and caring nature about you, and some people took advantage of that, all right? Some of you may also have dealt with narcissists, okay, or people who kind of like tried to dim your light. I'm even getting gossip. I don't know. Somebody watching group number 2 got themselves mixed up in a very dramatic and chaotic situation where there's a lot of backstabbing. There's actually a lot of gossip or intrigue or character assassination, okay? So I don't know who's that for. But yeah, all of those things happen because you're actually learning from that, okay? And I feel a lot of you already knew that. A lot of you actually realized that those negative experiences has taught you a lot of lessons. You didn't just perceive it as totally bad, all right? You have the ability to look for the gift connected to that situation, all right? And yeah, innocent. So a lot of you, since you have purple aura, like what I said, you may appear naive and innocent. And at the same time, they're also showing me here that a lot of you chose group number 2. You're very, very ambitious, all right? You have a lot of skills. It even says here, having great potential. Or you're the type of person who like to set high goals for yourself even. And you can see through people. You can actually see through their lies as well. If somebody's actually, not really good for you. Maybe in the past you kind of like tried to overlook that, but you've learned a lot from those lessons, all right? So here's what I'm gonna do. Let's actually pull up a random message for you guys. Let's see what Spirit has to say for you, group number 2. Flow. Oh my gosh, that's creepy. Because if you can remember this card they actually got, right? The frequency card where there's an angel. One of the keywords it says here, flow. All right. And so here's the message for you, group number 2. Find an easier path forwards. That's the message for you from your spiritual team. Surrender the outcome. Release your expectations. So I feel that for those who are resonating with you're getting anxious, you're actually getting frustrated because of you're not getting the results just yet, your spiritual team is encouraging for you to be in the flow. All right? Surrender the outcome. All right? And release any expectation, because just like the saying goes, expectation leads to disappointment. Okay, so learn to be in the flow, group number 2. But there you go. So far, this is my favorite, I feel, because I could completely resonate with you guys. In terms of aura color, really the most dominant would be purple as well as indigo with a little bit of green, right? Because this is actually color green. So yeah, that's all I have for you, group number 2. I hope you picked up something from this, and I hope you enjoyed it. All right, I'll see you again next week. Okay, it's your turn. Group number 3, you chose Chrysacolla. Let's try to find out what your aura color says a lot about you. Spirit guides, archangels, and angels, please provide some guided messages for the collective, which chose group number 3. Ace of Coins. The Magician. Nice. Okay. 8 of Wands. Whoa. You have here King of Cups. The Empress. Alright, let's pull up one last. And you have the Queen of Wands. Bottom of the deck, you have the Lovers. Okay. Alright, so I'm actually seeing here fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Strong Aries energy, by the way. And then we also have here water signs. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. And then I'm also seeing here Virgo and Taurus. If it's actually Earth, we have Libra, if it's actually air. And then we also have here Gemini, if it's actually air, all right? So Libra, Gemini is very strong as well. Okay, so for group number 3, I'm getting here that the most dominant aura color for you guys is the color red, okay? Very unique. Group 1, they got a mixture of different colors. They got blue, yellow, green, and orange, all right? Because aura color is not just one per person, okay? You can have multiple aura colors. But I'm getting here the most dominant for you guys is actually the color red as well as purple, okay? So yeah. Now, since you do have the purple aura, let's start off with a purple here, all right? That is a sign that you guys may be an empath, all right? Some of you may also have strong psychic abilities as well. You have this very high energy about you. You also needed some time alone, not for all of you, but especially if you're an empath, you're resonating with that. Because empaths, as an empath myself, I needed some time alone, all right, to recharge, since I easily get drained if I'm surrounded by a lot of people, all right? You have a curious mind as well if your aura is actually purple. And you may also appear naive, all right, to people. And since the purple aura is also connected with the crown chakra, all right, in terms of chakra, I'm getting here that, yeah, you guys are strongly spiritual. You may be a medium as well. And again, like what I said, into divination, you're very psychic. You have the ability to astral travel as well. You have a lot of wisdom. So in terms of career, all right, you can be a teacher, you can be a mentor, you can be a therapist, you can be a spiritual leader, or you may be working in the healthcare industry as well. Now, since you also have the red aura, okay, over here, that is a sign that you guys are very strong, okay? You're very determined people. You're very passionate, very loyal, high sexual energy as well. What else? You can also be very competitive, or you work in a type of job that is very competitive. High energy levels really is what I'm picking up here. You're very social. You can also be very logical. You're a natural leader. You're a risk taker as well. Now, since we have the red, in terms of chakra, it's actually tied to the root or the base chakra, which is talking about grounding, okay? It talks about feeling safe and secure, sense of self. And then in terms of career, you can be a manager or a leader, because again, this is a sign that if you have a lot of red in your aura, you are a natural leader as well, okay? So you can be a manager, or you can be a supervisor, entrepreneur, or a businessman or a businesswoman. You may be in the field of medicine, just like what I said earlier. What else? You're very hospitable, so maybe, yeah. Health field or health industry is very, very strong as well for some of you. And then marketing as well. Business is so strong, okay? Public relations. You may be also into sports, not for all of you, but I'm getting here that maybe you're very athletic, or you are dealing in a type of career that involves movement as well, all right? Some of you may be in the stock market as well, all right? So yeah. So far, I'm seeing a lot of reds and a lot of purple for group number 3. Let's try to pull up another set of cards, okay? Let's put this aside. All right. Yeah, look at that. Healing. So, especially if you have purple aura, okay, since it's actually connected with spirituality, it's also connected with psychic abilities. I won't be surprised if you guys have natural healing abilities, or you are currently doing that as part of your spiritual career, whether you are a Reiki master, an energy healer, all right, or just like what I said, you just have natural healing energy about you. Some of you, look at this guy over here, all right? There's something about, yeah, movement. So some of you may be into yoga as well. I don't know. I'm getting Qigong very, very strongly as well. And look at that. Yeah, energy. Energy healing is so strong. Yeah. But let's see. Let's try to pull up another card here. Mediator. And again, it's kind of like the purple color, right? Bluish purple. It can also be indigo, but this lady's wearing purple, yeah, clothes. So, my gosh, for group number 3, a lot of purples really for you guys on top of reds. And so this mediator card is actually talking about you guys, group number 3. You guys are really balanced people. You're very fair. You're also very diplomatic, all right? You try to respect both sides of an argument as well, all right? Okay, let's see what else. Okay, you got your opportunity beckons. So I'm actually getting here with this opportunity beckons. If I read this intuitively, we see here an infinity symbol, right? Again, balance. Wow, you guys are very balanced. And at the same time, what I'm also getting here is that a lot of those people who are resonating with you guys are really very energetic, because I'm getting multiple personalities since it's a general reading anyway. But I'm getting here somebody watching group number 3, if you're resonating with having that red aura about you, in which you guys are having this high energy levels, all right, in which you guys are very determined, you're very active, you're actually risk takers, you're always on the go. I'm getting here that you easily get bored if you're not doing anything, okay? So I feel that you always try to find some ways to excite you, all right? Or you try to put your focus on so many things they can actually do, or you may have multiple talents even, because you wanted to grow, you wanted to expand. You don't want to be, just like this guy over here standing there in the corner or what, doing nothing. That's really what I'm hearing when I saw that card. So I feel that you find it boring if you're either doing the same things over and over again, or you don't want to be doing just one stuff, all right? It's like you always wanted to challenge yourself. You always wanted to grow. You wanted to expand. So maybe you are interested in picking up a certain type of hobby or a new type of skill. That's another thing I'm getting there. Wow. All right, let's try to pull it more. Look at that. Temple path. Wow. Spiritual energy, really. Whoa. So again, a lot of purple, a lot of reds, as well as green. I noticed that as well. So for some of you, you may have strong green aura as well, because like what I said, a person can have multiple aura colors, and it can also change. So for instance, if your usual aura is actually, let's just say in this case, it's red, it can actually change, most especially if you, let's just say, encountered a problem or a challenge and it stresses you out. So that is normal. It's going to change, all right? Or if you also kind of like shifted careers, maybe in the past you're working a type of career in which you're always on the go, it's very active, it's very competitive, and then suddenly you shifted to a different type of career in which is more of like the quiet type of career, if you know what I mean. So your aura would also change, all right? But yeah, look at this. With the temple path, this is suggesting to me that you guys are very spiritual people, okay? And I'm also getting very strongly with the green, because I'm also picking that up on top of purple and red, that you guys are very creative, really. You're very creative people. You're very spiritual, because the temple path card is a spiritual card as well. And since we're seeing greens, it's also tied to the heart chakra. And so it's all about love, abundance, transformation. In terms of career, again, healing. You may be also interested in plants or nature. That's another thing I'm getting. You can be an herbalist, you can be a farmer, or yeah, anything to do with nature. That's another thing I'm getting, okay? Let's see what else. Ooh, yeah. Look at that. Exposed and revealed. There is definitely, for a very few of you, in which you may also have rainbow aura. That's interesting, because I've never seen that for group 1 as well as group number 2. Because for group number 3, although the most dominant aura color for you guys is actually the color red as well as purple, maybe, all right, just maybe, that there's actually a very few of you in which you may have rainbow aura. Because I'm drawn to this exposed and revealed card where there's a lot of colors, if you notice that. So yeah, again, that is a sign that a lot of you are spiritual. Because rainbow aura is talking about a person who's very spiritual, very energetic, very insightful. And this is also suggesting to me that you guys, either you just recently awakened or you're enlightened people as well. This is also a sign that you guys are also very nurturing. Wow. Now, in terms of chakra, okay, with the rainbow, all right, you may be again into psychic stuffs, or it's talking about psychic protection as well. And at the same time, this is also suggesting to all of us that if you have rainbow aura, your chakra is all open, okay? All your chakras, all right? There's minor and major chakras, by the way, all right? And in terms of career, again, healing. Wow. Healing, psychic stuffs. You can be a musician as well. You can be a spiritual leader or an artist. Because again, multiple colors. So maybe you are an artist as well. Oh my gosh, this is interesting. Out of all the three groups, because group two's color is purple as well as indigo, all right, with a little bit of green. Now for group number three, I noticed it's mostly purple as well as red, and then a little bit of green, but we're also seeing rainbow aura for you guys, okay? Let's see, what else? Oh my gosh, I was just talking about purple. So yeah, there you go. Discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. So I'm getting here that, yeah, even with this keyword discipline, you guys are very disciplined people. All right. You're powerful manifestors as well. You can manifest whatever it is that you're trying to plant in your mind. Okay. With exposed and revealed, again, this is a sign that your third eye is also very open or active. You can actually see through people with this exposed and revealed. So like what I said, I won't be surprised if a lot of people are very psychic who chose this pile, all right? Yeah, because you do have the ability to see through people. You can actually see through people's lies even, all right? That's another thing I'm getting here with this exposed and revealed. But you're very disciplined individuals as well. All right, let's try to pull it more. Wow, look at that. And this guy's wearing this red jacket. Are you kidding me? Wow, this is interesting. You got friends, colleagues, kindred partnership. Whoa, 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 whoa. So yeah, based on these three cards with a happy success, you're all about success. You're meant to shine as well, group number three, okay? So I'm also getting here as well, again, let's start off with the red, because that's what we saw at the beginning of the reading. There's a lot of reds for you guys, in which this is really what Spirit is echoing, okay? In which you guys are very successful people, you're very strong, you're very determined because of your perseverance, or because of your steely determination, right? You can achieve success. And I'm also getting here as well that with the friends and colleagues card, I feel that this is also you. You like to party. You like to engage yourself in social events, or you just basically are the type of person who likes to have fun, all right? Or people enjoys being around you because you're very versatile, you're very energetic, they love your energy as well. With a kindred partnership, this is you being romantic and passionate. So I feel for this three cards over here, this is mostly for those who have red aura color, all right? Or you may have all, just like what I said. You can't just, basically just tie your aura color to just one specific color, like red or blue or what. You can have multiple. So in this case, for group number three, a lot of purple, a lot of reds, and rainbow as well, with a little bit of greens, right? So yeah, let's see, what else? The crane bag. Oh my gosh, this is actually a healing card. So, again, I won't be surprised, all right? If you guys are healers or working in the medical field, therapy or what, okay? Because, yeah, this crane bag is also, for me, it's talking about medicine, all right? So, you really do have this natural healing energy here. All right. Let's pull up another card. Oh, yes. Look at that. Imagine and then poised. You have strong imagination, group number three. That's why I said earlier, you guys are highly creative, okay? I won't be surprised if some of you, if you're not resonating with healing field or medical field, maybe you guys are actually artists, okay? Maybe you love to perform as well, because there's a lot of reds. Usually people who are very active, or they have this high energy, they really love doing a type of career in which it involves a lot of competition, or you like to perform as well in front of many people. You love the attention. That's actually what I'm getting when I saw this poise card, because of your confidence. You're naturally, confident people. Or maybe for some of you, I don't know, I'm hearing dancing, okay? Dancing in the stars. I don't know, I just suddenly got that when I saw this lady over here. Oh gosh. So maybe you really love dancing. Not for all of you, but that's another thing I'm picking up. On top of this is a card that talks about confidence. So yeah, you may be very naturally confident. And highly creative with this Imagine card. So yeah, I really love the energy as well for group number 3, honestly. This is also my favorite pile. I could resonate most with group number 2 though, but I love the energy of group number 3. Very fun. Diverse. Yeah, I'm hearing that right now. Okay, what else? Effort. A lot of reds. So for some of you, it can also be yellow. Again, I'm seeing multiple colors for group number 3. I won't be surprised because you already got the rainbow aura, all right? So you may have multiple aura colors. It can also be yellow, and yellow aura is a sign that you guys are really happy, joyful people. You're very creative as well. It's also tied to the solar plexus chakra, which is all about optimism as well. So yeah, and then we have the reds, right? Let's pull up more cards here. Look at the keyword. It says here, effort. That is really a sign that the people who chose group number 3, you guys, you give it your best. When you are passionate about something, you give your best. I feel as well when it comes to love, all right? You really give it all, all right? Wow. Are you kidding me? Third eye chakra. And then he got here the Triumph card. Okay. So yeah, again, we're seeing yellow and red. So I noticed for group number 3, the most dominant though would be purple as well as red. And then rainbow, we saw that too. But now we're also seeing yellow, just like what I said, okay? And now we have the third eye chakra. That's also the indigo aura. So I'm getting here that a lot of you, let's start off with this third eye. A lot of you may be psychic as well. Like what I said earlier, you can actually see some things that other people can't, or you have a strong connection with spirits, or it's just basically saying that your third eye chakra is activated, okay? And you guys are very balanced, all right? Because for me, the Chariot card is also talking about balance with the black and white horse in the traditional tarot. But yeah, I'm actually getting here as well that in terms of career, for some of you, there is something about you working a type of career that had something to do with teaching, all right? I don't know why I'm getting that. Teaching, or you're leading people as well. If it's all about the third eye, obviously that is you being a psychic, a tarot reader, a medium, right? And then you got the Triumph card over here, which is the Chariot card. So I'm just actually going to read this as you usually achieve success, all right? You can perceive it with the third eye chakra because you have a vision of what it is that you wanted to achieve. Remember, you got the Imagine card. So you guys are powerful manifestors. And for whatever it is that you try to put your mind to, you can get it, okay? So long as you continue putting in a lot of effort. And so success is actually, the key word for group number 3. You guys are successful people, or if you feel as if that you're not yet successful, don't stop. Don't stop, all right? Stay determined. With the effort that you are going to be pulling out there, you can achieve success. With this Triumph card over here. Wow. And I'm also getting, there's something about decision making, because you keep on getting the keyword choice. So I feel the people who actually chose group number 3 as well, you carefully analyze everything, all sides and angles, before you actually execute something. That's another thing I'm also picking up here, all right? So yeah, you are very careful when it comes to decision making. That's another thing I'm hearing right now from Spirit. Okay, so let's actually pull up another set of cards here. Let's try this one. Okay, new beginnings. Patience. Ah, yeah. Again, with the color yellow as well. So I'm getting here with these two cards. I feel for group number 3, for some of you, okay, like what I said, for those who are resonating with, you really, don't want to be stuck, or just doing the same stuff over and over again. Because I'm picking that up. Like somebody watching group number 3, because I heard diversity, I heard versatility, or being versatile rather, all right? So I'm actually getting here that for some of you, you guys really wanted to do a lot of stuff, or you wanted to pick up new hobbies, you wanted to try out different things. And that's why you got the beginnings card. It's like you wanted to explore, all right? Just like with this image work here, you wanted to explore something that you haven't tried out, or you wanted to try out different perspectives, or you wanted to explore other options or other possibilities out there. That's really what I'm getting. And yeah, with the patience card over here, I feel that, yeah, that says a lot about you. A lot of you chose group number 3. Either you're very patient people, but this can also be a message, all right? That, especially for those who are resonating with, I've been doing a lot of work, I've been putting a lot of effort out there, it's not yet happening, because I'm actually hearing that for group number 3. Somebody watching group number 3 is quite frustrated, and so I'm getting a grayish energy or aura over here for some of you. Normally your aura color is on the yellow, or rather red, as well as purple, right, and rainbow colors. But whenever you are actually challenged by something in which what you're manifesting is not yet coming to fruition, it really blocks you, okay? It blocks your manifestation. It really, makes you feel so stumped, as well as really frustrated. And that's something to do with patience, all right? Because you guys really, have the ability to turn everything into reality. That's why you guys are magicians. So I feel that this is more like a message for you to just be patient. You will get there, all right? You will actually embrace this path that you wanted to pursue, or whatever this is that you're trying to manifest. That's actually what I'm getting. But you're being asked by your spiritual team as well to be patient, especially for those who may also have a little bit of gray in their aura, because I'm also getting that. Because normally your aura color is really bright. It's red and yellow and purple and rainbow aura, okay? Okay, got your encouragement. Ah, very motherly, loving energy. So I really feel that's what it says about you. You guys are actually very caring people. You guys are very confident, because we see here this giraffe. Giraffe, it's a tall animal, all right? So tall and proud. So I'm actually getting here, a lot of you chose group number 3. You are naturally confident, okay? And yeah, look at that. Very motherly, very caring energy. If you're a mother already, because I'm also picking that up, yeah, I feel that you are a very hands-on mom. And even if you're not a mom, you're just basically very nurturing and very loving. Let's see. Or you like to encourage people, or you like to motivate, somebody. Yeah, look at that. I was just talking about nurturing. You saw me shuffle, right? I didn't make that up. Guess what? It says here, compassion. Nurture, giving, love, life. Are you kidding me? Whoa. This is creepy. So yeah, and again, the color is purple. So just like what I said, the most dominant color for group number 3, really, it's purple, red, and yellow. Okay? On top of, you may have, some of you, very few of you may have rainbow aura, okay? Or you can have all 3 or all 4 colors. Just like what I said, it's not just tied to one specific color. You can have multiple aura colors. But some of you is on the gray side, because I'm getting that somebody watching group number 3 is quite frustrated because you've been manifesting something and it's not there yet, whatever it is that you're manifesting. But I feel that your guides, like what I said, they are encouraging for you to keep moving forward, stay focused, don't lose your focus, keep your eyes on the prize, keep your eyes on the target, and you will get it, okay? I don't know who is that for. But anyway, let's actually pull up more cards, but this time it's more about the personality of those people who chose group number 3. So yeah, let's see what else. Or additional information about you guys. Okay, alright. Oh my gosh, really? 2 cards are very similar to each other. I'll tell you why. But let me just pull up all of the cards here. Ooh, okay. Now I'm actually getting why there's actually a choice. Some of you viewers of group number 3, either you also got yourself involved in a third-party situation. Not for all of you, okay? Alright, that was so strong. That's just a validation, because this one is just, you know, a random card as well that I just pulled up, since we've already identified your aura color anyway, okay? But I'm getting that some people who chose group number 3, you got yourself involved in a third-party situation or a triangular relationship, okay? Or for some of you, you got betrayed, alright? You are in a relationship, but your partner probably actually cheated. I don't know, I'm getting that for someone watching group number 3. Anyway, let's pull up more cards. Yeah, oh my gosh. Yeah, okay, alright. So based on these cards that I actually put up for you, let's talk about that, because I got that really, really strongly for some of you viewers of group number 3, in which you were pulled in 2 directions. It can also be like that. It's hard for you to kind of like stay in the middle. Because remember, at the very beginning of the reading, you got the mediator, alright? So again, there's that third-party energy. For some of you guys, you got yourself involved in a triangular love relationship, so yeah. But others of you, you are having a hard time because you're being pulled in 2 directions, and you just basically wanted to stay in the middle, alright, since you have this archetype of the mediator, alright? But I'm also getting here that somebody watching group number 3, either you were betrayed by your partner, okay? Maybe this person cheated on you. That's why I'm also getting third-party energy here. And that's why I'm actually getting for group number 3 that you guys also value integrity, all right? You value authenticity and honesty very, very strongly here. But some of you, I'll be very honest, you're kind of like hearing from spirit that you're kind of like still tied to the past. Maybe this is a time for you to really release that so you can have this new beginning. Remember that new beginning card that you actually got? All right? Because I'm actually getting here that, yeah, with this grayed out area over here, this is actually what's happening. I feel that some of you are still held hostage to the past. And I feel that your spiritual guides are encouraging for you to move forward, okay? So I don't know, who's that for? And then another information here is that some of you are very, really, really logical people. You try to listen to your head. You try to analyze everything before you take action. That's why I'm getting choice, right? When it comes to decision making. And then, yeah, a lot of people who chose group number 3 are very mature people, all right? Very mature, regardless of whatever it is, whatever age that you have right now, all right? You're very mature people. So yeah, again, before we wrap things up, in terms of aura colors, the strongest would be purple, yellow, red, rainbow is also very, very strong. There's only a few of you it's actually green, but the most dominant really would be purple as well as yellow, all right? Or red, rather, red. Okay, so let's actually pull up a random message for you now before we wrap things up. Any message for group number 3, please? Ooh, okay. You got your support. So it says here, ask for help, get more rest, and nurture yourself. Remember, you guys are very nurturing people. You like to be of support to people. Group number 3. All right. I feel a lot of people kind of like wanted to depend on you. Not for all of you, but that's actually what I'm hearing, because you are a natural leader. And so if you're a natural leader, people would really, kind of like look up to you and really lean on you, all right, because they see you as this really powerful and strong leader. So yeah, either you are also doing that as part of your career, you're a manager, or you like to give support to people, or you're working a type of career in which you're leading people, whatever, okay? But this is a message for you, group number 3, that you also needed to be open to receive help. You can't do everything on your own is actually what I'm hearing. This is crazy. I'm sorry, I just suddenly paused. This doesn't happen very often. I just heard that right now. This is creepy, you guys. Oh my gosh. See, I suddenly stopped because I just heard, it's kind of like a wine glass. And I don't have a wine glass, you guys. But somebody's tapping it. Oh my gosh. And I'm getting the goosebumps right now. What the freak? This is so creepy. I was just talking. See, I suddenly lost what I have to say, because I actually just heard that very strongly on this right side. It is a wine glass. And it's like somebody's tapping the wine glass. I don't know what that is and why. Oh my gosh. What the freak? So maybe it's just a sign? I don't want to think of it in a creepy way, because, anyway, but maybe it's just a sign from your spiritual team that there's something that you'll be celebrating about in the future, okay? So if you haven't, seen your manifestation turning into reality, I feel that's the message for those who are resonating with that. It will happen, all right? Stay determined, because you are a very determined person, okay? Hardworking. That's really the energy for group number 3, especially for those who has red aura color, right? And also orange. I also noticed that because there's a lot of colors, honestly, for group number 3. And this is also tied to the sacral chakra, which is all about desire as well. And orange, that is a sign that you guys are risk takers, okay? But that really blew me away. I just really heard that. That's why I suddenly stopped. Let me just pause real quick. That's creepy. Okay, I'm back. And now I'm smelling powder, you guys. There's a lot of weird stuffs for people who chose group number 3. Very strong psychic energy. This is freaking weird. I rarely get this, okay? I believe the last time I've gotten this was like the year, 2021? Was it 2021? Last year, yeah. Last year was the last one in which I just actually, heard some noises, or I just suddenly heard some stuffs. And I live all by myself, right? So I was like, what the freak is that sound? And so I got that. And then all of a sudden, when I began, continuing with the recording here, because I tried to pause and I tried to really calm my energy a little bit, because I just wasn't, I wasn't expecting all of those things. I suddenly smelled powder, okay? Powder. It's kind of like, it's not a baby powder, honestly. It's kind of like talcum. Yeah, that's interesting. That's weird. I don't know what this for, but normally when I do readings, because you're open, right? And in the place where I'm in, it usually attracts a lot of, passerbys, especially for those psychics watching group number 3. You know what I mean by passerbys, right? In which they're actually attracted, like, oh, she's open, or it's like you are this beacon of light and they're attracted to it. So interesting. Wow. Sorry about that, you guys. I wasn't really expecting that. I suddenly lost my thought, but let's just read what is written in here. Ask for help, get more rest, nurture yourself. So yeah, I feel that for those who are resonating with, you really like to help people, you always wanted to be of service, or people lean towards you, just like with this girl over here leaning on this Pegasus or this unicorn, whatever. And so I feel that's actually your energy as well. Either a lot of people lean on you for support, but remember that you're just a human being. You also needed help. All right, so either this is a sign for some of you to be open to receive support and help from others as well, or for some of you, get some rest. Be gentle with yourself. Remember, you got the compassion card. Group number 3, you guys are very naturally, compassionate people as well. You're very giving people, but this is a time in which you need to take good care of yourself. Get some rest, okay? Nurture. It even says here, nurture yourself, okay? So yeah, gosh, now it looks as if that group 3 is also my favorite pile because there's a lot of sensation, and that's weird. I am a clairaudient and clairsentient, an empath as well, but it's rare for me to smell, all right? And that means it's a very, very strong energy that I'm picking up right now because the fact that my clairalience is suddenly activated because I actually smelled, I feel it's a talcum powder. Kind of like a little bit, a hint of lavender, but yeah, strong. It's a strong powder. And I have a feeling of who is it from? Because I've read for a client in the past, and I normally get that smell whenever I read for that client. Or whenever I read, rather, for that client. So, you know who you are if you're watching. I know that you're watching. So, yeah, it looks like your grandma is actually here, or your ancestor. But anyway, that's all. Group number 3. Gosh, a lot of supernatural stuff's going on for this pile. Because I won't be surprised. A lot of psychics actually chose this pile as well, since the most dominant color for you guys is color purple and red. And then rainbow. Gosh, there's a lot of colors actually. No wonder you have the rainbow aura for you guys. Anyway, that's all I have for you. I'll see you again next week. Bye.